positions, put your hands together for our street stock drivers tonight. Fantastic job. Many cars here tonight, 24 to battle it out to finish anybody's race. As they head into the main straight, put your hands together for them. Great display of cars out there, and some heavy hitters too. Could be anyone's race. Show your appreciation for the drivers and rest of the crew back in the pits. Thanks for everyone for joining us tonight as we get into our final events. The street stock feature 30 laps. Not too far away, they've been called into position. We'll go green very shortly. Very tough one to predict, this one. Could someone like a Jamie Oldfield come from the back? Certainly doable. Someone in the middle of the pack have a great run. We get ready to go green. Lights are out. Hands are gripped tightly on the steering wheel for our street stocks. Lyle and Dunbar to lead us away. Who's going to get the good of the start? Orange lights actually come on. That's a different one. They're away in the feature. We've got the orange lights on, so we're waiting for green lights now on. So we're away. We'll see what happens here. The green lights are going to stay on. They are. So cars go silent. One spins in front of one, goes against the wall. Very, very confusing start to the race. So for those who can't see the orange lights at home, the orange lights come on instead of the green lights. It did look as if the cars appeared to slow down as they come into turns 1 and 2, but that just could be because there was a lot of cars. Cars with damage absolutely everywhere. One car with barely any back on the back there, car 66. Ben Norman is missing a bit of the door. There's cars pulling in everywhere.
Yeah, that's Robert Dunbar over on the back straight. The whole back end, I think, is gone on that car. I don't think he'll be restarting.
So you can see it bumping around.
Well, actually, not, it might be the back and the front end.
It's not looking very good, is it? So Jake Hope is also on the infield in the inquiry bay, just having a look at things. So we could see our first tyre change here. We're going to so it'll be a full restart. Car 66. Ben Norman about to get a tyre change. We'll chuck the clock on. See how long it takes them to get it together. There's cars everywhere. Dunbar is a very different looking front 6 to 8 after this restart with the tyre change and a couple of exits. We're away. We're going to get a better of the start this time. It's the number 6 car that gets away. Hayden Norman does a fantastic job. They're side-by-side, Trent Lyle, as they come into it. They all get around turn 1 into turn 2 now. They are all nice and safe, and they're away. But the 6 car of Hayden Norman pulls away at the front, jostling for the minor positions. Genev's in there in the mix in about 7th at the moment. Just in front of him, there's a lot of changes and swapping happening, but it's Norman, Lyle, Hammond, Avens, Hoth, and Kempton as they come around for the first lap. We get a lap in the book. Lots of moving and shaking towards the back. There's about 5 or 6, 7, 8 cars, if you count them, all within 2 or 3 car lengths of each other. Hayden Norman out in front. Let's have a look at what's happening in second position, because Lyle and Hammond are finding it out. They're right next to each other. And Hammond is just on the inside of that, manages to hold on for just a sec, but then slips back into third spot. So it's put Lyle back into second spot. Fourth place is Jace Kempton at this point. As they move around, everyone gets successfully around for their second lap. We're going to have 27 laps to go this time around in this feature for the Street Stocks. Hayden Norman doing really, really good. One car up against the fence, doesn't hit it. Race continues. Second place, Trent Lyle, Hammond, Kempton, Genève, Avens. Russell Gunn's moved up. Also, Brad Roberts, not Barry Roberts, has moved up as well. Ron Roberts, Jake Oath and Brooke Oldfield is how they sit at the moment. So it's Hayden Norman out in front. We're going to have 26 laps to go this time around. This battle between second, third and fourth is anyone's at the moment, being led by Lyle. Kempton and Hammond are there as well. Hammond just trying to get into second spot at the moment. Can he come underneath? He can't. Lyle's still in second. Hampton now tries again. They're right next to each other. Hammond is going to try and get underneath in the 10 car. Can he get in? He can, he can't. They're right next to each other. There's 25 laps to go.
Amazingly, the leader, Hayden Norman, is a mile out in front. 5 seconds. He's out. The race leader's gone. He was 5 seconds in front. Now we've got Matt Hammond who leads this race as Hayden Norman's demise. He goes to the infield and all of a sudden the race changes. It is now Matt Hammond out in front from Trent Lyle. Back in third place. In fact, now it's Chase Kempton. Lyle's gone back to third. Kempton throws it in under the Matt Hammond. Back in fourth place, it's Ethan Genève, then Cody Avens. It's a race to the lead all of a sudden. We've only got 20 cars left on the racetrack. Out in front, it's Matt Hammond, the former Tasmanian, leads out of turn number 4 and into the main straight. Second place is the 55 of Jace Kempton. Trent Lyle's under pressure. Jake Hope is back in the equation. He comes on 8th of Lyle, that's for third place. Back in 5th place is car number 4 of Ethan Genève. And now look who's moved up to 6th place, the West Australian champion. He started from position number 19. He finds himself in 6th place with 22 laps to go. It's Matt Hammond out in front. Second place is Jace Kempton. Third place is Jake Oath. On the outside is Trent Lyle. Ethan Genève is there. So too is Jamie Oldfield. Nearly 4 across the track for third place. As we cast our eyes back to the race lead, it's Matt Hammond just in front. Second place, it's that of Jace Kempton. Here's the traffic jam. Third is that of Trent Lyle. Then Hoth. Jamie Oldfield is up to 5th place. Looking for 4th. Back then to Ethan Genève in 6th. Further back in the field is Brad Roberts and Cody Avens. It is still Matt Hammond by 2 car lengths. They come out of turn number 4. 20 to go as Jamie Oldfield goes into third.
This is an incredible race from Jamie Oldfield. Keep your eyes on that. He's just slipped back into 5th, just behind Trent Lyle. But out in front, Hammond and Kempton keep battling it on. They're quite a fair way in front of 2nd, 3rd and 4th. We look at 3rd is Lyle, Oldfield, Hoth and Genève. Those cars are all next to each other, one up in the fence. Yellow lights on.
Trying to work out who that all-white car is. Hamish McKelpine. It got awfully untidy just as he took over the call mid-pack and cars went everywhere. I don't know what happened to Hayden Norman. He had a massive lead. So Hamish McKelpine is out of the car. He's got out pretty quickly and the tractor's over there in a hurry as well. So Matt Hammond then inherited the lead from Trent Lyle and Jace Kempton. Then Kempton went into 2nd place. And Jamie Oldfield.
1/3 done. That's what looked to happen. It's exciting stuff. Man to watch here is Jamie Oldfield, but Jace Kempton and Lyle are going to hopefully have something to say about that. There's going to be a bit of side-by-side race as they get away. Oldfield gets a pretty good start. He's in 2nd at the moment. He's going to try and slip underneath. He's in 1st. Oldfield goes into 1st. Kempton in 2nd. They're right side-by-side. Kempton gets just around the outside again. They manage to get around turns 1, 6. Oh, one car goes up against the fence, just taps it and moves away. They keep on going. We look towards the front and the battle's on. Oldfield's still in 2nd at the moment. The 55 55 car of Jace Kempton there. Third place is Jake Hoth. He's had a pretty good run here tonight and travelled a long way to do it as well. Can Oldfield get underneath? He can't. Oldfield heads down under Kempton one more time. Oldfield slips into turn 3 in the better spot, you'd suggest. He comes in and around. Lyle Kempton has something to say about that, and he comes around in first place still, so you can't get around him. Anything he tries, Oldfield, at this point in time. Meanwhile, Jake Ho's watching all the action in front of him and hoping that he can gain a position here. We look back to further back, Lyle and Genève are there. They've spread themselves away from the pack though, these front two. And Jace Kempton doing a great job out in front. 17 laps to go this time around. Kempton's race to win at the moment. Still a long way to go though. And Jamie Oldfield and Jake Hoth in there. There's the battle for 3 there. The podium positions right there. Oldfield having a blinder of a night. Genève goes a little wide. Manages to keep it going, but loses a lot of ground. He's in 5th spot at the moment. Just in front of him is Trent Lyle. The battle on at the front still with 16 laps to go. Jace Kempton. Oldfield just letting him know he's there. They touch. Oldfield comes underneath into turn 2. Can Oldfield get underneath? He puts the Hammond down. He heads down the rest of the straight. He gets himself into first, but Kempton has something to say about that. They go side by side as they come out to turn 4 and across the start-finish line. 15 laps to go this time around, and it's Kempton just from Oldfield.
And Hoth right behind them as a 3-way go as they go up into Pitts Bend. Jake Hoth is right in the mix here. Down the back straight they go. The text line will be going ballistic in a moment. Jake Hoth is right in the game. It is just Jace Kempton in front from Jamie Oldfield and Jake Hoth. Back to Trent Lyle and Ethan Genève. The car in 6th place is going to go up in a ball of smoke in a moment. It's the 52 of Roberts, and right there is Hayden Norman in the 66. He went to the rear of the field after changing a tyre earlier in the race. Up the back straight they run. The 55 of Jace Kempton is your race leader, just from Jamie Oldfield and Jake Hoth. Ethan Genève moves into 4th place ahead of Trent Lyle in 5th. Into Pitts Bend they run. It is the 55 of Jace Kempton. He runs wide, and Jamie Oldfield has hit the front, and this time he's hit the front for good. He hits down the back straight, and he's opened up a 3-car length advantage. Jace Kempton back in 2nd place. He comes again, and Jake Hoth is right with them. Down the main straight they go with 12 laps to go. 4th place is Ethan Genève on the outside. Trent Lyle drives around the outside, goes back to 4th place. Now Ethan Genève goes underneath of him, and right behind them is the 66 of Ben Norman. Back to our leaders. Jace Kempton comes again at the West Australian champion. 11 laps to go here in Bunbury. It is Jamie Oldfield from position 19. He leads this one with 11 to go. Right behind him is Jace Kempton. 3-car lengths back to Jake Hoth, then Trent Lyle. 5th place is Ethan Genève, and then Ben Norman. They come up to lap traffic, and the traffic is all over the place. He's going every which way but lose that car as now Hoth goes into 2nd. Kempton goes back to 3rd, and it is spread eagle the main 3 cars. The yellow lights come on, and we'll go back to a 11-lap restart, and it will be an 11-lap restart. Let's have a look at the order as they cross the line. It will be, I think, Jamie Oldfield from Jace Kempton and Jake Hoth when we go green the next time around with 11 laps remaining, and that lap car just didn't know which way it was going to go, and we will have 11 laps to go in what has turned out to be a very exciting finish. They've been all around him in these last 6 or 7 laps. Here we go with the restart. Trent Lyle, Ethan Genève on the 3rd row. Away we run, and Kempton didn't let him get away, and neither did Jake Hoth. As they move down the main straight, Ethan Genève goes into 4th around the outside of Trent Lyle. So now Kempton chases down Jamie Oldfield. 3rd is Hoth. Ethan Genève is 4th. Trent Lyle 5th, and Brad Roberts with that smoking 52 is in 6th place. We come up with 10 laps to go in the main event, and Jamie Oldfield is your leader.
He certainly is, and he's pushing away the lead. Not much though, only half a second. And in 2nd place, Kempton is trying absolutely everything to hang on. Hoth is in 2nd. One car goes absolutely all around the wrong way. Manages somehow to avoid every other car. So race continues up in front. And it's Jamie Oldfield and Jace Kempton. That's the words we've said a lot of times in this race, but this is going to be an absolute battle between these two. Hoth has moved off the pack a little bit. Genève back in 4th at this point. And there's a lot of work happening in the front, a lot of touching, a lot of here I am. And that is Kempton doing that to Oldfield. It was reversed about 5 or 10 laps ago. and Kempton's going to try and come around every which way he can. Loses it, comes a little untidy out of turn 4, so he heads, he's probably opened up the lead to just over a second, you would imagine, looking there. So it's Jamie Oldfield out in front, pushing away. Second place, Kempton, Hoth, Genève, Russell Gunn, and we're looking at back to Cody Avens. Then as we look back with 7 laps to go to our front pack, Jamie Oldfield is pushed away. Then in second place, Kempton, Hoth and Genève now are fighting it out for third and fourth. Genève trying to capitalise on that battle from fourth. He's right on his heels at the moment. Meanwhile, Oldfield is just kicking away more and more and more and more. So 6 laps to go when they come across the start-finish line. This time they spread themselves right out. One car comes in and round, and we get Avens trying to make a move there, comes underneath and gets another position over Gunn. We look towards the front, and it's Oldfield out in front, keeps pushing that lead.
He's gone. Kempton's gone.
Kempton's gone, another car out. That's a horrible luck. There's been a couple of cars towards the front of the field, dropped out, so Jamie Oldfield, Jake Hoth has a lot of work to do to catch up to him. Only 5 laps to go.
So Jamie Oldfield is out in front, Jake Hoth in second place, Ethan Genève third, and we've got a spin. Ethan Genève in third place, Russell Gunn does a 360 with Pike. He stopped in the middle of the racetrack down there in Pearson-Tennies, and we've got another stoppage. Well, they're falling like flies. Jace Kempton was out on lap number 24. 5. Jamie Goodwin, I thought, was out. He's back in. Had second thoughts. 13 cars remain. The survival of the fittest in the month of madness. This is only the first weekend and we've got a night to go. Can Jamie Oldfield hang on, or will Jake Hoth cause a boil over? Back in third place, Ethan Genève, Russell Gunn and Avens is there in 5th place as they head down the back straight. It is the one car out in front, the West Australian champion, started from position 19. Jake Hoth is there in second place as they move out of turn number 4 and down the main straight. Ethan Genève third, Russell Gunn is 4th. Up there in 5th place, the 31 car of Cody Avens, then Damon Thompson as they run out of Pittsbend and down the back straight. Jamie Oldfield by 4 car lengths over Jake Hoth, 7 car lengths back to Ethan Genève, and then Russell Gunn. 5th place is Cody Avens, Damon Thompson, Brindley McGaffin, and we've got a car up in the fence. It's car number 10 of David Fall, and we'll have a 5-lap restart.
Just got to read one comment out from the Ash Media Live feed. Oldfield would beat us stockies even if he was on a forklift. Freak. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Which hopefully Hope's is hoping that that's not the case.
Yeah, Jamie Oldfield could win on a busted wheelbarrow, I think. If the wheelbarrow had a flat tyre, he'd still win. It's no longer smoking. He's at the back. 12 cars remain, 5 laps to go. Jamie Oldfield puts the foot down. The green lights come on. Hoth in second place, Genève third, and then Russell Gunn as they go up into Pittsbend on this restart here in Bunbury in the month of madness. Jamie Oldfield by a couple of car lengths has stopped. He's gone, and Jake Hoth has hit the front. I said there'd be another twist in the tail, and the one car is out of noise. So Jake Hoth is your race leader. The phones and the messages will light up like a Christmas tree. It's Hoth out in front. Back in second place, Genève. Russell Gunn in third, and back in 4th place, it's Cody Avens. Well, Jake Hoth leads with 3.5 laps left to go. Can Ethan Genève mow him down? The one car ran out of noise with only a couple to go. Ethan Genève is closing on Jake Hoth as they come up with 3 laps to go here in the month of madness. Back then to Russell Gunn, Avens, and then Damon Thompson. Brindley McGaffin in 6th, and then in 7th place is Jim Dixon. Jamie Goodwin, then back to O'Rourke and Roberts. Down the back straight, it is Jake Hoth, the race leader. Ethan Genève will not give up. There are 2 laps to go in the 30-lap main event here tonight. It is Hoth out in front, Genève in second place, then back to Russell Gunn from Kununurra in third. Back in 4th place, it is Cody Avens and Damon Thompson. It's getting close for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th place. But out in front, it is Jake Hoth with a lap to go. 1 lap to go here in Bunbury. It is Jake Hoth in the 29 car. He started from position number 9. He leads into the last lap. Back then to Ethan Genève in second place. Back then in third place is Russell Gunn. Damon Thompson is there as well, along with Avens. But come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a big 2 nights. Oh, he might not win yet. It's stopped. Ethan Genève might take him on the line. Hoth just in front. He's going to get there. Hoth by a car length. Oh, what a finish. Geneva's second, Russell Gunn, Damon Thompson, Brinley McGaffin, and the 31 of Cody Avens. What a finish for third, fourth, fifth and sixth, but what happened to Jake Hoth on the last lap? It practically stopped up there in turn 4. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, after 2 nights. The month of madness starts in a mad old fashion. Jake Hoth is your winner of the month of madness feature race here in Bunbury. What an extraordinary race. It had many different leaders. It had Ben Norman as a leader. It had Jace Kempton, Jamie Oldfield, and now Jake Hoth is the winner by 0.296 of a second over Ethan Geneve and Russell Gunn. Fourth place is Damon Thompson, Brendan McGaffin, Cody Avens, Jamie Goodwin, Jim Dixon, Clayton Blee, Cole O'Rourke and Brad Roberts are the 11 finishers. But your winner, put your hands together for him, car number 29, Jake Hoth, wins the main event here in Bunbury to start the month of madness, which continues tomorrow night over in Collie. The presentations for this event, I believe, are in the club rooms afterwards, so there's no trackside presentations as far as we're aware. We haven't been told anything. Morgan certainly doesn't have the microphone, so the presentations will be down trackside. The first one to congratulate Jake Hoth is Jamie Oldfield. So there's some great sportsmanship there, but it is 29 your winner, Jake Hoth from Ethan Geneve and Russell Gunn, your top 3. Ladies and gentlemen, that takes us out here from Bunbury for the month of madness. There'll be more Speedway coming up in a few weeks here, but for now, we say good night. Please drive home safely. Unfortunately, on the way home to Bustleton last night, we come across a tragic accident on the Bustle Highway. There's your winner. He's up on the top of the car. Put your hands together for him, Jake Hoth. Yes, as I was saying, please drive home safely. We did come across a tragic accident on the Bustle Highway last night, and we don't want to see that again. So please drive home safely. See us tomorrow in Collie as the month of madness continues.